Hey, welcome back everybody. I'm Lou, and this is Metal Lens Reviews. Hope you're all doing well. So, if this happens to be your first time here, check out my channel, you like what you see, thank you. Please do me that favor, like, comment, subscribe. As I mentioned before, it really helps me grow the channel, spread it to the masses, and of course motivates me, provide you guys with more content. Alright, so what are we doing here? Well, for the Russian audience, this is very familiar. We're doing Shaman, that's right. And according to Google Translate, this song is called Real Man, live at Auto Radio. So it's a live radio session, I would assume, fairly recent, actually. Someone in the comment section, forgive me, I didn't pull up their name, but I saw it, and they mentioned this channel, I believe, that's posting recent Shaman, live events, interviews, and whatnot, and I thought this would be a great opportunity to, check out what he's doing. Because a lot of my videos are, maybe somewhat recent, but not as recent as this. So, actually I'm not sure how far away this was recorded. Okay, 6 days ago. So, yeah, actually fairly recent. So this is going to be interesting. I'm not sure exactly where they're at. I mean, I'm assuming, obviously, it's in Russia, I'll leave that to you guys. And, yeah, what kind of event is this? Because it looks great. It looks like an event that would happen, like, in my local city. So, so I'm curious. I've never heard the song before, but it's Shaman, so I expect it's going to be great. Alright, guys, let me stop yapping, cue the video up, and we're going to listen to it together. Alright? Once again, this is Shaman with Real Man.
Он нравится всем, безусловно, брутальный и немногословный. Он ровно по жизни шагает и все про себя понимает. Он ей проповедует счастье, она до конца в его власти. Она позабыла про слезы и летает с ним, как под гипнозом. Настоящий мужчина, это неизлечимо. Все сомнения мимо, здесь все ясно. Настоящий мужчина, это неизлечимо. Только с ним в этой жизни все прекрасно.
So interesting. It's definitely recent because I mean, my first encounter with Shaman was with the dreads, and then just throughout the years, different appearances. But this looks like it's very recent, just by looking at it. Interesting question I have though. So the band, is he just like I know he's a solo artist, whatever. He used to have a band, but so. The group that he's, I guess, touring with, is it like a new group all the time, or whatever venue it is, or orchestra they provide him with musicians? How's that work? Does he have a group he tours with permanently when it comes to live music, as opposed to recording sessions? I know some artists, when they're doing the tour and they don't have the lineup yet, they'll get people from the studio to lay down a few tracks, so then when they tour live, it's a different group, or a different, guitar spaces, what have you. Anyway, I was just curious how his whole setup is. If this band that's playing with him right now goes with him everywhere, or is it like a new group all over, wherever he tours at? Little stuff I like to know. Gonna completely rely on you guys for that information. But anyway, yeah, this is cool. The song's a little grungy. I like that. It's got an edge to it, a little bit of a hard rock kind of vibe, but nothing too intense. He keeps it just above here, not too much raising the bar, and also bluesy, and the strumming pattern, the way the song's structured, kind of has I don't want to say reggae, kind of like a ska feel to it. I don't know if you guys are familiar with ska music. It's like this punkish reggae mix. So if that makes sense to you, that's what I'm getting at. Kind of bluesy too. I like this. This is different, you know. But once again, I feel like you give anything. It's the same thing with Dimash. You put any kind of work in front of, you know, Shaman or Dimash, they could turn it into something incredible. You know, if it was already great, they can make it greater. That's what I'm getting at. But yeah, so far so good. Let's keep going.
Давай, Ваня. Он нравится всем, он фаворит. Он слишком умен, чтобы спорить с толпою глупцов оголтелых. Он гнет свою линию смело. Он дарит ей белые крылья. Ей бывшие кажутся пылью. Не нужно пути запасного. Она смеется и дышит по-новой. Настоящий мужчина. Это неизлечимо. Все сомнения мимо. Здесь все ясно. Настоящий мужчина. Это неизлечимо. Только с ним в этой жизни ты прекрасна.
Real quick, so a lot of people are singing along to this. Is this an original from him? Or, and I'm sorry, I should have probably looked ahead of time, or did some research, but, you know, I like kind of keep myself in the dark and, you know, giving a true blue reaction. That's hence the questions. But yeah, I mean, a lot of, and the audience is kind of mixed. I'm seeing young, old, people my age, you know, in between. They know the lyrics, so that leads me to believe this is a familiar song. I just want to know if it's his song, a cover, either or. I mean, it's still masterful. He's doing a great job, I think. It's very, and for such a, you know, an intimate experience. You know, this is like a, you know, live, as the title suggests, it's a live studio session with an audience. It looks like a kind of like a park area. I don't know. I like it. I like it. It's very, very close. I always liked, you know, I mean, don't get me wrong. I love arenas. I love seeing sold-out events at big, large venues. But to get intimate with a band at a smaller venue, there's just some kind of magic there. I think it's really personal, and you're just, you know, it's like everyone's participating, and it's awesome. It's awesome. But yeah, I like the setup. It sounds great, you know, and him too. He's like, he gets better with age, you know. He's not that old, but I'm just saying, you know, I noticed throughout, you know, the videos I've done, he progressively gets better, and you know, rightfully so. You craft your, you know, your talent. The more you do it, it's like anything else. You know, practice makes perfect. So, Shaman by this point is, you know, it's magical, you know. But yeah, I like it. Something about the song has an attitude to it, you know, a good attitude. Just, you know, there's a toughness to it, and which kind of brings me to mind. This was kind of really well titled, "Real Man," and yeah, definitely. This is definitely kind of like a manly. I don't want to say like a bar drinking song, but just you know, and not folkish, but just in the moment, like a matter of fact song, like you know, yeah. This is the day I had right now, and you're gonna listen to it, kind of like that, you know. Very passionate. That's the kind of vibes I'm getting from the song, anyway. Unfortunately, there's no subtitles, or else I would have put them up, you know, for my American audience. But once again, I'll let you guys, you know, tell me what the song's about, because I'm interested, you know. But yeah, awesome. I like it. This is Shaman with, you know, a bit of an edge here, and it's cool. Like I said, it's got these bluesy, this ska element going on, that, you know, reggae punk kind of feel, just, you know, different than I would normally suspect. And Shaman, you know, I mean, yeah, I haven't really, you know, went across his career, but I've done enough songs to know he could really kind of fit any style, really. Like I said, same thing with Dimash and the other artists I do. You put something in front of them, odds are they're going to turn it into something great. If it wasn't already done well already, they add their touch to it, and that's where the magic happens. But yeah, I like it. Let's keep going.
Настоящий мужчина, это неизлечимо. Все сомнения мимо, здесь все ясно. Настоящий мужчина, это неизлечимо. Только с ним в этой жизни все прекрасно. Настоящий мужчина, это неизлечимо. Все сомнения.
Yeah, that was neat. I don't know if that was done on purpose or the cue kind of got messed up there. But I like this. This is what I'm talking about. Like, like raw, intimate kind of shows like this, not as rehearsed, just kind of spur of the moment. I'm sure there was, like a dry rehearsal or something. A sound check. But sometimes, it brings you the reality, that, whoever's on stage, they're also human. They can make mistakes, I mean, I'm not saying that little pause right there, was a mistake or anything. I'm just saying, those little gestures, it brings you the reality, because people got to get lost when they see their favorite artist on stage, and, little things like that makes people know, like, hey, I'm human too, And I like that. I like the inclusion of the audience. Like, it's just, like I said, Shaman, he's got a good character about him. And I noticed that. And he's just, I see why he's at the, level of fame in Russia and around the world. He didn't just gain that overnight. That's a building of character, and it shows, it reflects in his music. He's very passionate, and he sings passionately. So, any song, whether it be original or cover, he's going to put the extra, 110%, give it his all, and I appreciate that. And, I haven't seen a bad, Shaman, song yet, or heard it anyway. So far, from the live or studio recordings, they've all been very well, I think. Like I said, I'm the outsider looking in, this, not just foreign to me, but it just, like the music style I'm kind of familiar with, this type of music, this type of rock, it's rock and then some. It's rock with this bluesy touch, very, like, reminiscent of those kind of days, almost kind of like country music where they're kind of like telling a story, but he adds that spice to it, and it stands out. It's very noticeable, and I like the beat, the style, like I said, the way the song is structured. It's very, I don't know, it's just different, and I like it. It's like I said, it has, this bluesy, this ska punk aggression going on, and his voice is the icing on the cake, obviously. The way he's able just to control his voice and, project it when it's needed, to keep it restrained when it's needed. He just has this very well resonating voice, and singing style that, it's very recognizable. And, yeah, it fits, and he's doing a great job here. And this was cool. And this is, recent Shaman, so, this is him now, so. And I gotta say, like I said, I totally understand why he's at the level. And you can just read the audience. You read the room. The positive feedback, just by the emotions the audience is giving out. They're singing along to the song. That alone tells you that this song is not only familiar, but Shaman's adding, if it's not his original, he's adding something to it. If it's an original song, he's giving it his all. And the audience is reciprocating that. So, yeah, good on him. We got a little bit left. Let's finish it out, and I'll give you guys my final thoughts.
Все ясно, настоящий мужчина, это неизлечимо, только с ним в этой жизни, еще раз припевчик. Настоящий мужчина, все сомнения мимо, все ясно. Настоящий мужчина, это неизлечимо, только с ним в этой жизни все прекрасно.
Okay, and that was Shaman with Real Man, live at Auto Radio, a live radio show, streaming, I assume, in Russia. And very recent, too. And I gotta say, this was that little ending there was awesome. Great showmanship. A lot of the shows I've been to recently, most of the bands on stage now are always finding ways to kind of get more in touch with the audience, When I went to go see Rob Zombie, who's awesome, he tends to make his rounds around like a stadium or wherever it is, whatever venue he's at, and gets up close and personal. It's risky. Probably drives security crazy, as this was, and it was cool. This just shows the showmanship and the passion he has, not just for himself, but for the fans here, Shaman. And it's awesome. Not too many people do it, but it looks like he's really enjoying it, and I'm sure he made a lot of fans' night that day. He made a lot of fans' night. Meaning, they probably really appreciated it, and now they all have stories to tell, for future generations. So that's cool. That's what you want to do when you go to a live show like this, and as close as intimate as it is, you want to make memories so you can pass it on. Say, yeah, I was there. He revved up the audience. He got us all hype, and that's cool. You're never gonna forget that. Good performance, like I said, very close, very in touch, and just a good, well-rounded rock. This combination of rock, ska, punk, bluesy, everything. This was a really well-rounded song, and something I didn't expect, but I'm glad I listened to it. And there you have it, guys. Shaman, a real man. Let me know what you guys think. You guys dig this one? Was this his? Was this a cover? Fill me in, enlighten me. Alright, well, if you made this far in the video, thank you. Please like, comment, subscribe if you haven't already. If you want to request a song or support the channel, I'll leave a link down below. Buy me a coffee. You could go there, send me a message. Hey, Lou, I think you should check this out. Totally your call, but I tend to get to those ASAP. Other than that, thanks again for watching, and I'll see you all very, very soon. Peace.